Well, hi everybody and welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada and the Cosmopolitan. Let's go upstairs and take a look at the room. So this is the entrance to our one-bedroom suite at the Cosmopolitan, Las Vegas. There's a little dining chair here in the little kitchenette area. There's a microwave and a full-size fridge with storage. Looks like somebody's been into the line already. Right here next to the entry hallway is a guest bathroom. And it has a full-size shower with iridescent tiles, which are really nice. Little shelf for all your toiletries. The wallpaper is cool because it's actually girls dancing. Alright, going back outside. We have our living room area. Little seating area here. Little desk. TV one, and then we move into the bedroom. There's a chair, another little desk. Of course the bed. Another TV. Nice sized closet with a little neat surprise inside, which are these little faces that are all over the back wall. I think that's kind of cute. Moving on. This is the master bath. There's a full bathtub. Creepy lady watching you. Another shower with a seat. Iridescent tile. And another water closet with that fun wallpaper. Shelving. And then moving on to the best part, which is the view outside. You can access it from the bedroom, or you can access it from here in the living room. And that is our view. So come back later tonight and you'll see the Bellagio fountain in all its glory. So let's head downstairs past the chandelier bar and head into the casino and see if we have any luck. I don't know about her. I really don't know about her. I'm sure I can find something to play. Oh, here it is. I can't stop playing this game. Well, Britney Spears treated me pretty well. I won $83 on that machine. I think I'm going to venture over by the Bellagio and get on the little monorail and head over to Crystals and see what's going on there. Well, heading into Crystals, I realized everything's too expensive, but they did have tornadoes. Look at that. Tornadoes. And out on the strip again, we headed across to MGM, where we experienced a tech demo of the Cirque du Soleil KA. It was a really interesting tech demo, and here's some of that for you.
Well, here it is. KA is known for this 360-degree rotating platform, which serves as a surface for martial arts, shadow puppetry, scenic elements, and amazing acrobatics. This is our sand cliff deck, and it is a technological wonder. It can go from flat to 100 degrees. It can rotate continuously 360 degrees. It can travel up and down 65 feet. It can do all these things at the same time. It has a depth of 6 feet so that artists can make entrances and exits from inside it. There are times during the show when it's spinning just like it is right now, and there are people riding inside it. Let's see what else it can do. So as you just saw, the sand cliff deck can fire 80 steel pegs individually and in groups at a speed of 13 miles an hour, and they can also be synchronized with the artist's choreography. These pegs simulate arrows, which are shot from archers who are staged in the audience, but they also act as acrobatic footholds and handholds for our performers. In this scene, the princess, her nursemaid, and her two valets are climbing up a steep mountainside as the spearmen give chase. The artist's movements are choreographed to follow the sand cliff deck as it tilts and spins, and while it's tilting and spinning, people are jumping from it and flying from it and falling into the unseen airbags below. The sand cliff deck can rotate up to 12 degrees per second, meaning it can make one full rotation every 30 seconds. The sand cliff deck is 25 by 50 feet. It weighs 80,000 pounds. It's controlled and supported by a vertical gantry crane, which is essentially a giant mechanical arm attached to 4 hydraulic cylinders. The combined weight of the gantry crane and the sand cliff deck is 280,000 pounds. That's equivalent to a 707 jet. During construction, they had to open the roof and lower the gantry crane and the cylinders in from above. Now, by the way, we call this the sand cliff deck because in one scene, it's a beach covered with sand, and in the next scene, it's a vertical cliffside. Now, speaking of sand, we use 2,000 pounds of granulated cork to mimic sand for the shipwreck scene. We have 3 sets of cork. 1 ton is used for each performance of Ka, and then we have a 3rd set on reserve. The cork is cleaned and hydrated in a specialized cork cleaning processor, which was designed and constructed in-house. And the cork has to be a certain moisture level. If it's too dry, the cork becomes very slippery. It becomes slippery and dry. But if it's too wet, the cork becomes very sticky. And neither one of these are good situations for our artists. Now, in addition to the technology we've already shown you, the sand cliff deck is also reactive to touch. So think of it as like the screen of a giant iPad or an iPhone. To demonstrate its reactive surface, I'm going to ask one of our technicians, to come out and show you what it does. Everybody say hello, Aaron. This is Aaron. He's going to show you what it does. Look at that. So essentially what's happening here is there are sensors built into the sand cliff deck, and these can track the precise position, speed, and movement of an artist, as well as the amount of pressure he or she is exerting on the sand cliff deck. That information is then relayed to a computer, which sends it to those 3 projectors back there, and they respond according to whatever information has been programmed into the computer. This enables us to create a nearly limitless number of worlds and reactions, which can then be used in the show. Now, about halfway into the show, in a scene we call Refuge, the sand cliff deck is positioned vertically to represent a snowy mountainside. And on top of that mountain is a mountain tribe which transforms its simple tent dwelling into a man-powered flying machine. We call this the bird. The flying motion of the bird is created by the manipulation of 5 individual artists working in tandem with one another. For the flight itself, a computer controls the multi-axis synchronization of 5 winches working in unison. This bird is an example of one of the many puppets that was created exclusively for Ka by well-known designer Michael Curry. The props and puppets department is responsible for more than 600 individual props and 8 larger-than-life puppets. One such prop used in the show is the mini Wheel of Death. You can see it right there. This is a true-to-scale replica of the real Wheel of Death, which you saw earlier on the tatami deck, and is a functioning prop in the show. The wardrobe shop here at Ka is an area that the wardrobe department uses to clean, maintain, and repair all costume items. Most costumes are first custom made in our Montreal International Headquarters shop, and then they're shipped here for final sizing and fitting. There are approximately 10,000 individual costume pieces in use for Ka. This includes headpieces, hats, wigs, and shoes. An interesting fact about the shoes in the show is that the majority of them are modeled after the common wrestling shoe. That's because wrestling shoes are light and flexible, but also provide good traction and ankle support. Now we have 185 technicians for Ka working in 8 different departments. Approximately 115 technicians are needed to operate each performance of Ka, And then we have 70 technicians on our maintenance crew to ensure that all systems are show ready. This building's worked in 18 hours a day on show days and worked in all 7 days of the week. KA has 80 artists. This includes the 8 live musicians. And here at KA, we represent over 25 different nationalities from all over the world. KA has just one cast. They perform 2 shows nightly, 10 shows weekly, covering each other as needed for a total of 470 shows a year. Some of these artists have been with the show since the very beginning. Now, before you go, I want to show you rehearsal footage from our battle scene, which is a scene I know you're going to want to see live. You can see that each artist has a handheld remote. This enables them to control their own ascent and descent on the Sandcliffe deck. Keep in mind these artists are walking, running, and fighting at a 90-degree angle, perpendicular to the Sandcliffe deck, giving you the illusion that you're watching this battle from a bird's eye view. It takes real core strength to be able to do that. Well, now I'm very sad because that's the end of the open house. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope the explanation of the show and demonstration of some of its groundbreaking technology has inspired you to come see us. If you are interested in seeing the show, tickets are available at the box office.
Well, being a lover of all transportation, mass transit systems, especially when it comes to rail, I had to climb on the Las Vegas Monorail and take it for a little spin.
Las Vegas Station. Next stop northbound is Bally's in Terrace, Las Vegas Station. Our next stop is the closest station to the Bellagio and its iconic fountain show. The Planet Hollywood, featuring the Miracle Mile shops and Britney Spears' Piece of Me show. The Cosmopolitan, featuring Marquee Night and Day Club. The Eiffel Tower experience at Paris Hotel and Casino. And City Center, which includes Audio Resort and Casino, Badara Hotel and Spa, Mandarin Oriental, Clear Towers, and Crystals Retail District. With its cutting-edge automatic control system, the Las Vegas Monorail runs without trouble and wheel. Now that's the best estimated whatever we can think of in the city where the party never ends.
There's a bumpy ride on the monorail. There's Bellagio. There's monorail. Jersey boy. You guys want to see the tackiest thing on the Vegas Strip? It's right over there. It says Trump. So it's a new day in Vegas and we're at the Forum Shops at Caesar's Palace. I was fascinated by these escalators that actually went in a curved pattern. I was also fascinated by the breast on the statue, but that's Vegas for you. That's a handful. But we're here to see Spago. Spago is where the movie Showgirls, featuring Elizabeth Berkley and Gina Gershon, had a very memorable scene. And it took place right here at this table. This table is where Cristal Conners had some holy water, and they talked about doggy chow. I love doggy chow. And this happened to be Versayce back in the movie, and they went out those doors there. Back when Vegas was trying to be a family destination, they installed all sorts of attractions, and this is one that I find really ridiculous and fascinating. It's the Fall of Atlantis show, and you can catch it quite a few times a day inside the Forum shops at Caesar's Palace. Enjoy.
Listen to him speak of his city's ruin. His kingdom was destroyed by foolish pride.
I once faced a decision which destroyed thy precious land. Our magic crystal, source of our strength, was brutally extinguished. Relive my story here in your court. Behold our crystal. I must choose a successor, but power has seduced them. I have lost command. They misuse our magic crystal. They destroy our precious land. And I am daughter of water, rules the ocean and the rain. Darkness, son of fire, wields the fury of all flame. I hold on them now, and I am grace us. With an angry triumph, she stabs the tide, coaxing waves to dance. Her eyes are the color of the sea's greatest wave. Her head is dusted with gold from the ocean's flow.
Dear Father, I deserve your throne. Choose me. I quench deserts by tickling the sky. I put out fires with a wink of my eye. Come out, brother, from wherever you hide. Try to survive the wrath of this tide.
Be still, Alaya. Put your childish ways to rest. Cedric, my son, come forth now. Behold, darkness. His fingers are made of flint. His eyes are the color of flame. His heart burns on ambrosia oil.
Hail, Father. Choose me to inherit the throne. My fire conquers the darkest night and kisses each day with brilliant light. Oh, poor sister, your precious ice is melting.
Dear brother, your force is a weak threat. I plucked this wave from the earth's edge. I'm the only one fit to rule this land.
Stop this evil plague. Cease this mad war. I beg you, my children, destroy the lone war.
Give in,
people of Rome, I put the choice in your hands. Choose the heir to my throne and cease this foolish fight. Or we'll find this precious land robbed of day and starry night. Godrius or Alaya, please help me choose. Speak up proud. Raise your voices if Alaya should be queen.
Your votes are useless. Soon you will see this mighty kingdom will belong to me.
Now hold out if Godrius should be king.
Vote for Gadrius, if you dare, and I'll pull a tornado from this thin night air. Gadrius, what a pity. It seems they've chosen me over you.
Deceive yourself. They voted that I should be king.
Oh, great gods, forgive me. My children poisoned this kingdom with greed. It is a cold, black day for Atlantis, indeed.
Storm this world's ever seen. I'll silence you forever so that I shall be queen.
Not before you collapse to my fiery sting. I'll burn your lion, and then I will be king.
This ambitious fight and seal the fate of this land. The rest of this earth is my duty to save, so I'm forced to send Atlantis to its watery grave. The sun and the sea, in one swift beat, shall finish this war with water and heat. You have witnessed the fall of Atlantis.
Why is this dog staring at me? It just won't stop staring at me. Oh crap. Oh my god. They're all around me. There's a Ross bag just floating around in the sky. It's a shopping bag from Ross. Above the Las Vegas Strip from my balcony. That's something.